up? Yeah. I'm getting hella mail from jail. Niggas telling me to kill it.
When they get out, I put on Russell. Shinobi, how I kick it. What up, and what's poppin'? It's your dog Breeze from Fahrenheit 451, part of the Fourth and Gold Network, where we're burning the books alive. I think I went 6-6 yesterday, man. I was really excited about yesterday. It was 5 games on. It was all early as hell. I'm on the West Coast, so however early they were for you, they were 3 hours earlier for me. But I didn't have the best day. I went 6-6. I went up a unit, but proper preparation prevents poor performance, and I wasn't prepared, so it only makes sense that I wasn't the best. Nevertheless, I'm back with my best bets in the Wnba for 7-11. 7-11. All right. First up, let's start it off with a couple leans I got. Well, let me tell you what game we got first before I tell you what leans we got. Yeah, dig. Shout out to covers.com, man. It's a very, very helpful site that I use. Today, we see the Chicago Sky taking on the New York Liberty. Both teams are on the second leg of a back-to-back. New York favorite -9.5 on the point spread. You can get that -112 over at FanDuel. If you like the other side, you can get Chicago +10, -108 on the point spread. The total is set to 166.5. New York -550 on the money line. Chicago +390 on the money line. All right, these teams have faced off 2 times since the season has started. They played May 23rd, 90-81, so a total of 171. Chicago covered the 16.5 spread, and then they played on June 4th, 88-75. New York covering the 8.5 point spread, total going under. First meeting 171, second meeting 163. First meeting 171, second meeting 163. Total is currently set to 166.5. Listen to my dog Crispy Cap'n show twice today. Like I said, teams are on the second leg of a back-to-back. I don't see them as engaged to play defense. And Betnaj Delaney Hamilton is out. So that's one of their strongest defenders that the New York Liberty have. So I feel that the total is going to go over. I feel that Chicago covers the spread. Those would be 2 leans. None of that is any of my official plays. I'm here to pop the props. All right? So with that being said, let's get into 2 leans that I have. First lean that I have, and it's a very strong lean, I might end up getting there if I keep making money on Paul Skeens. That's a bar. Marina Mabrey of the Chicago Sky over her 4.5 assists, plus 130 odds pretty much across the board, plus 140 odds on Bet365. She's had 4 assists or more in her last 9 straight games, 7, 6, and 5 assists in her last 3 games, 7 and 5 assists in her last 2 games. Versus the New York Liberty. The New York Liberty allow the 3rd most assists to forwards. Now, I know what you're thinking. Marina Mabrey isn't a forward, but on this team she is. Lindsey Allen is the point guard. Kennedy Carter is the shooting guard. She's the forward, the small forward. My next lean is going to be Jonquel Jones under her 15 points, -125 odds across the board. She's went under this point total in her last 10 out of 15 games versus the Chicago Sky. She's under in her last 4 out of 5 games and under in her last 5 out of 7. She's had 5 field goal attempts or less in her last 3 out of 5 games. You can't score 15 points if you're only shooting 5 shots. All right. That is just a lean. Now let's get into my 3 official plays. Stay right there. Jonquel Jones. I don't know where this line came from, but Jonquel Jones over 8.5 rebounds, -135 odds over at ESPN Bet. 13, 11, 12, 12, 12, and 11 rebounds in her last 6 out of 7 games. She did go over her rebound total in her last game versus the Sky. I have the laptop right here with me so I can tell you what she did. 12 rebounds in her last game versus the Sky. She's been going over her 2.5 assist line. That might be a sneaky look. I don't know where you would get that line at, though. Maybe Prize Picks. My next official play is going to be Sabrina Ionescu of the New York Liberty over her 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Sabrina is over this line in the last 9 out of 10 games without Benaja Laney-Hamilton, who will not be playing today. 32, 29, and 35 points, rebound, assists in her last 3 games versus Chicago. She's also hit this line in her last 2 out of 3 games. No Benaja Laney. Sabrina's going to be asked to do a lot. Sabrina's been cooking as is, and we just cashed on her PRA last game. I wrote this down. Chicago Sky, the last 1, 2, 3, 4. The last 5 point guard matchups. It was Alicia Gray twice and Skylar Diggins-Smith twice. Alicia Gray, 20 points, 1 assist, and 6 rebounds. PRA of 27. Skylar Diggins-Smith, 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 15 points, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. 26 PRA. Skylar Diggins-Smith again, 12 points, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds. 24 PRA. Alicia Gray again, 19 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. 26 PRA. Last but not least, Jackie Young, 22 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. 28 PRA. We need Sabrina for a 30 PRA. I'll take Sabrina Ionescu. Maybe not over Jackie Young, but I'll take Sabrina Ionescu over Alicia Gray and Skylar Diggins-Smith any day. And maybe over Jackie Young. So I feel like she should absolutely walk into this line. And then if we just think about who's guarding her, who's going to be guarding her? Kennedy Carter, her defense is decent, but she's going to be more focused on her offensive. Marina Mabry she's no all defensive lady. And Lindsay Allen, the female version of Lindsay Hunter, she'll just get cooked. All right. So my first official play is going to be Jonquel Jones over her 9 rebounds, minus 135, ESPN bet. My next official play is going to be Sabrina Ionescu over her 30 points, rebounds, and assists, minus 125 odds over on Bet365. Los Sobornales. Stu York, Beef Stew, Brianna Stewart over her 8.5 rebounds. Sniped that line yesterday. Got her over 8.5 rebounds, minus 130 odds over at FanDuel. Obviously, it has moved. Otherwise, I wouldn't have sniped it. 11, 12, and 7 rebounds in her last 3 games at home. 11, 12, and 10 rebounds in her last 3 games at home versus the Chicago Sky. Chicago Sky allowing the 2nd most offensive rebounds. Chicago Sky allowing the 3rd most rebounds in the WNBA. So, Sabrina. Brianna Stewart, 11, 11, 12, 14, 10, and 14 rebounds in her last 6 games versus the Chicago Sky. 11, 12, 17, and 14 rebounds in her last 4 out of 5 games versus the Chicago Sky. So I took Brianna Stewart for 9 rebounds, laddered it up to 10, laddered her up to 12, laddered her up to 14. I'll probably only make like 2 or 3 rungs on that ladder as official. Maybe the first 2. Probably take it up to 12 officially. We just got to get our units up. It's been a slow month for us after having a killer month last month, and we only got like 5 days until the Olympic break. So we're not trying to do nothing too crazy publicly. All right. So to recap, Sabrina Ionescu over her 30 PRA. Brianna Stewart over her 9 rebounds, laddered up to 12 publicly, to 14 privately. Jonquel Jones over her 9 rebounds, leaning heavily on Jonquel Jones under her 15 points. And Marina Mabry over her 5 assists. One line that I absolutely love, and I don't know why I didn't get there sooner, is Brianna Stewart for a double-double. It's plus 120 over at Bet365. She's had a double-double in her last 4 out of 5 games, and she's had a double-double in the last 2 games versus the Chicago Sky. And we know she's going to get 10 points. So, the only leg is if she's going to get 10 rebounds. Ironically, I love her rebounds, and it's one of my favorite plays of the day. So, with that being said, like, comment, and subscribe for your daily sports betting videos and analysis. Let's keep burning them. As always, I will see you tomorrow. Nice 3-game slate for tomorrow. Hold up. For tomorrow, I did snipe something else. Hold on. Almost let y'all go. For tomorrow, I sniped Caitlin Clark 10 assists at plus 100 over at FanDuel. Caitlin Clark 12, 11, 13, and 13 assists in her last 4 games. She'll be playing the Phoenix Mercury. 12 assists in her last game versus the Mercury. Caitlin Clark over 10 assists tomorrow. Book it in, lock it in. And my last play for tomorrow I took was, let me see, can I pull up the data for this? So I'm just not blindly leading you all. Give me 1 second here. It's in the Phoenix Mercury and Indiana Fever game. Phoenix Mercury traveling to Indiana to take on the Fever. Indiana Fever beat the Phoenix Mercury 88-82 when the Phoenix was at home earlier this season. So in a revenge spot, this is an official play, as long as Brittany Griner is not ruled out. Phoenix Mercury on the money line, minus 140 pretty much across the board against the Indiana Fever tomorrow. In a revenge spot, in just one team is better than the other team. In a sides might decide to bench Nalissa again. All right? So, 2 plays for tomorrow, 3 plays for the day. A bunch of leans. Parlays and builders will be over on Twitter. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Like, comment, and subscribe for your daily sports betting videos and analysis. Let's keep burning them. As always, I will see you tomorrow. Let's get these units up, man. Love, peace, and fish grease, man. I'm out.